Okay, so 131 is the underlying energy of the Tower reversed, the Chariot upright, the Sun reversed, and the Four of Cups reversed. With drama and resistance of the Chariots, Scorpio reversed, and Cancer upright, the first game is not in the Valley of the Sun. The Sun, the Leo energy is reversed there, starting over with waves of fans taking the show on the road and crazy kids drinking a lot. With no sleep and rising above, awakening the Page of Cups who may be upset that they weren't given an opportunity to go. With no good options or choice of path and no commitment, or slammed by bad weather, and then a grand slam by the Knight of Swords, or two in a row. Losing patience, or the ump makes a call with time out, or benched as the King of Cups walks it off, but unable to sleep and disconnect or at a distance with the Knight of Wands reversed, or fell short of expectations, with Dark Knight or Scorpio coming for the beast, or Saggy Scorpio to lay it all out on the table to the Knight of Cups reversed, jealous and tempted with the Queen of Wands reversed, hanging out or bad influences on each other. Pisces or Capricorn seeing a new perspective as the Fool or Aries free from leaving to confront the Ten of Pentacles reversed, family, business, or community, and the Ten of Cups reversed, injustice, or having to fend off the crowds at a game or in a fight. With the Page of Swords upright, or the Page of Swords is stepping up to the plate. Perhaps a bad call as the Page of Swords invests 7 pentacles in the Ace of Pentacles, one big ball, or 7th inning grand slam after scrambling for the ball. Pitching looks perfect here with somebody very satisfied with themselves, so I don't know if someone's going to pitch a perfect game, or at least 8 innings. With new information or clarity about the Empress reversed and the King of Wands reversed. The Fool could be playing it up to an angry crowd, fighting over a call, and implementing a plan for the next pitch. A perfect game, or at least 8 innings, or a split decision with the Empress reversed and the King of Wands reversed, or the King of Wands reversed in lack and put in the cage. Anxious star with hands tied receives an offer of love from the Queen of Swords reversed, that she understands how he feels, and then just her understanding that then relieves his anxieties. With unstable home and a wake-up call, with good news or victory post-war, perhaps a game goes into the next day or overnight past 12, or the away game is called and there's victory after the fact. So I was getting this energy of like an ump call on the very last play of the game, so no one actually knows who wins till after the fact, or Aquarius upright with a good reputation over Cancer or those howling, with the 9 of Pentacles and 6 of Pentacles sharing dreams with the Queen of Cups reversed, who may be confessing her burdens, with issues at work performing, or whistleblower with no affection, with the Emperor reversed in a turn of events at 153, which is the Magician and the Knight of Swords. So Gemini, Aries, and Libra all reversed, perhaps called out at work. Looking back at the 6 of Cups upright, coming clean about exile, injury, illness, or destitution, or perhaps feeling left out in the cold, or coming clean, or getting clean, or cleaning up the actor's space with patience, or those not doing well, or homeless perhaps. The Page of Wands is upright with a secret passion, the High Priestess and Magician both reversed, or inspired scammers here. Perhaps the Page of Wands with a secret passion for dark magic, or just insecure with tools to manifest. The worst is over, though, getting over an emotional loss, with the King of Pentacles, perhaps Virgo, or with Hermit, nearing completion but depressed. Or perhaps there's still a need to heal here. Or Virgo upright and Pisces reversed with Aquarius reversed in a split or divide, with the Queen of Pentacles working to get organized, aligned to surrender, with the Page of Pentacles reversed who may be in need of help. This also could be a student just needing help with their homework. And the Knight of Pentacles upright offering to help or work to or with the King of Swords upright. Perhaps siblings here, or Virgo upright and Aquarius upright, or Cancer of law, politics, or military, as the Queen of Wands reversed and the King of Wands reversed could be fighting in a divorce, and the 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups both reversed, maybe between the Queen of Swords reversed and the King of Swords. They could also be attorneys as well. All right, and so here is the last message of the day from today. And this, I was going to do a 4-deck read, but it only ended up to be 2 decks because there was plenty of information coming through. And this was from today. I cut the Fortune Oracle at 12:11 to 12, and then the Dreams Tarot at 12:44 to 45. So the 2 was coming up here, and the 1. So 21 is the world, is also the feminine and the masculine. And let's see, so that was really the only number that comes up for that as far as the decks at the end, because there's only 2 decks here. But 21 is the world, the whole, the completion, the masculine and the feminine. And as I was laying down the cards, and I'll get to this when I get to that card, but I had the unicorns, which shows the unicorn and the shadow of the unicorn, but the next card covered it mostly, so I could only see the top, and the top of the Statue of Liberty was coming up. So, and it looked like the Statue of the Liberty, but the crown wasn't right. It was broken or something. But we'll get to that when I get to that. Or perhaps she removed her crown and drew her sword, as her exorcism spontaneously occurs. So Xavier then came up. So I looked up Xavier, and Xavier University came up. It's a private Catholic college in Ohio. It's the 6th oldest Catholic and 4th oldest Jesuit university in the U.S. in Cincinnati, Ohio. And that was so weird that came up because several years ago, I was getting some really dark energy in Ohio at that area. I'm trying to remember what the name was, and I brought it up before. I'll have to remember for the next time. But Xavier University of Louisiana also came up from 1915. Mother Catherine Drexel, a former Philadelphia socialite, founded the Sister of the Blessed Sacrament, and this is from Xula.edu, xula.edu. She founded the Sister of Blessed Sacrament and devoted her life to the education of African Americans and Native Americans, opened a high school on the site previously occupied by Southern University. And then back to Xavier University came up again as their mission or identity, the Jesuit and Catholic identity, the principles of free speech and expression, which kind of cracked me up. But St. Francis Xavier Church in Philadelphia also came up from philadelphiabuildings.org, and the address is with 2319, so there's that energy of the King of Wands, and this year again, 2319 to 2331. The church is 2319, and the convent is 2324. And then there's an elementary school at 641 North 24th Street. So in 1506, St. Francis Xavier was born from a wealthy family in a castle Basque in North Spain, the 5th and youngest child of wealthy people who were pious. At 19, went to Paris University, and by 30 was with a Master of Arts in Philosophy, taught 4 years in that, and then studied theology for 2 years. Then joined Ignatius Loyola, and they created the spiritual exercises, and 5 others with them took vows, and they were ordained as priests 1537, and then to Rome, then created the Society of Jesus. He was the secretary until he left for India in 1541. Lisbon, Portugal, Mozambique, Melinda, Kenya, Africa, Socotra Island, and then Goa on the way to India, doing mission work. 1549 was the first Christian mission in Japan for 2 years, 1552. And I'm thinking there was a movie about that, but I'm not positive. The first mission in China also occurred after that on an island blocked from the mainland. They weren't allowed on the mainland. The island off Canton, he actually died there with an acute illness at 46 years old, was canonized by Gregory XV, March 12th, 1622, the same time that Loyola was canonized. And he was described as his 3 main traits: enthusiasm, passion-driven achievement, and openness to influence others. All right. So at 12:51, the energy of the cracker, number 7, and the Empress reversed, the 3, or the reflection of the King of Cups, which is 37, 73. 73 is the Five of Pentacles, or those out in the cold, or the lovers out in the cold. With the Chariot upright and the Empress reversed, usually the Empress reversed would come up with a negative connotation, but it can be someone who's just given birth, which is what I was getting today. The Chariot and the Empress reverse was a birth with excitement or supernova moment here. Talking about the Big Bang and the two peas in a pod coming back together. And the 7 of the cracker, the 9 of the eagle, and the 8 of the dragonfly was coming up. So it was 9, 8, and then 7 on top, which was bringing us back to September for whatever reason. And it was taking me forward to January 1st as well. So the 9 eagle, 8 dragonfly, and 7 cracker in the underlying energy were coming up not as 9 September, but 9 as November, back to 8 of October and 7 of September. Where 987, I looked up in Gematria, the first entry was October 30. Very significant there. So 987, October 30. And also came up was Bohemian Grove, walking aware, is end of daughter curse, converted, and the order of Melchizedek. So 8, 9, 10 also came up here. So I looked that up in Gematria as well, and the entry was, it's a long one because it's 4 numbers, but ex-cop murdered, son Ben Paulides, is it Paulides or Paulides? Foos one filmmaker to look like he committed suicide. You can see Satan's trolls on the comments of his last video. Seems fishy. His dad, Dave, seems guilty. As the 9 of, so the 8, 9, 10 was also coming up as the 9 being November, December going into January. January 1st, 2024 is very significant because that's literally begin again. The 2024 is then the 8 year, plus 1 of January is the 9, and then plus 1 is 10. So it's 8, 9, 10 begin again, January 1st, 2024. So the eagle soars over the remembrance range of mountains here, which then references the rangers as well. The 11 of the flowers are those who flow, the flowers. Align November with collective, with sudden lion or lie on, which can mean rest as well, where the lion is here yawning. And remember, the Sphinx lion came up prior to the read in my meditation as well. Open to the king of the jungle, the hermit and justice, and the tower, with a sudden call or calling. Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, join in the middle, the end of October, October 30th to the 32nd, which then would be November 1st, in a transformation of October to November Scorpio, transforming the chains into bridges. After the destruction or explosion of the tower is the rewind of the pieces, coming back together but in a new way, because each piece has changed. November 9 embers, which are ashes relit spontaneously, in a rising after death. The dance of 987, range of remembrance of 2 hearts as one in a beautiful mind or mind, that in an explosion, like number 7 firecrackers and the boomerang, what goes around comes around in the blooming of the collective longing, fireworks, crowing, and Glastonbury tour for serious call and flower power and love man, where sand meets sea, Sophia is or salty, and Sophia's Ea. So here and Ea was coming. And is short for Andromeda, and Ea is a name for Enki. So it's coming up as Sophia's. This is literally sand meets sea, or sand and sea, where sand is S and, Sophia's and sea is Sophia's Ea. The wisdom of Andromeda and Ea, of one dro, which means earth or soil, me da. One earth, I earth, me dad. The RTH of earth also is earth, but is also the baker. Oh, here's where the crack came up, because the fireworks and the crackers coming up as a card, but here's someone who cracks jokes. The baker, one who bakes, also backs. The back, the belly, the body to blow and swell. One who positions boats, the buck, drawing horse or donkey bench, or one who benches, the donkey. One who gets a leg up, holds water, the margin, the extremity or boundary of something. I, the Ea of earth, R-U-T-H, or off on a tangent again. It's coming up as I, the Ea of RTH, which is me, da. I, the baker, the Don key branch. Remember, Don is the 4, 15, 14, which is God with their devil and angels, or the demons and angels. I, the baker, the Don key bench. And the horse, which also references the whore who sees, who draws in, I, the baker, who backs. So remember, the baker also can reference the mob as far as the fishes, being a fish in being swimming with the fishes. So one who bloats positions, the buck who boats, gets a leg up, holds water, the periphery you don't notice, like the horizon in your vision. The whore sees space, the sands of time. Source, T, time is T and me, source me. So the sands of time is while you're waiting, source me, connect with source. Holds the water so that you can see with the ocean, or your emotions, see with your eyes, and then see with the whispering bench. The sea of Christ consciousness. The Don key bench. Whispers of 4, 15, and 14. The Don with his demons and angels. And the 4 of the Lambda Father. And then the 15 of the 1 to 5, and the 14 of the 1 to 4. One like me, Dad, and one like 5, like the S of Sophia. The wise Ea, love and peace, man. You need the light to see in the dark, but you need the love to not leave a mark when you bump into the furniture, or the mountains, or remembrances. Andromeda, and Rome, da. And Rome wasn't built in a day. One Dr. O, me, Dad. The doctor of human embodiment of source, me, Dad. As he is in she and her, so is ite, or ice, in light, and ove that's in sheep, in love. The reflective crystals of water, or one who watts and lights up, are sheeps in love. Sheeps, she, eeps. She or he, EP. The epic episode, to fish, angle. Hey, to force. IJ, to drink, or not. She, he, sand, complete, solid, wholesome, enabled, and unharmed. To squeeze and laminate, coerce. And then the letter F, which is digamma. To marry, wed, hug. To cling. To the earth, saddle, man, hero, husband, place, and space, to hold her water, his territory, the number 90, common, usual, quail's eyes, 2, back, harmonic, time, admire, boyfriend, and ladies' man. So the land and seas come up as L and S E's, and for Andromeda and E's. In the ice and the light are inner child, cracking open the egg, the sheep in love. Is he in she, EP, or space and time to hold her water, unharmed, enabled to marry, hug, and cling, to be her hero, her husband, his territory. The quail's eyes that can see, because they're 2 sides of the head, and 360 degrees all the way around. 90 degrees times 2, left at the right angle, 180 degrees, which is the 18 backed up by source. Source supporting this romance of 180 and 180, or the energy of 8 and 10 of Kai and 2 lives, each incorporating 2 sides of the story, which is the ST path, or the Y, the 0 point field, where O and R is human embodiment of source, R in the middle, coming full circle 360 degrees of 36 Atlas, 360, 36 is the Atlas divine, a map of 2 vines to join at the crown, which is the C of the whispering bench, where he ROW rose, the W of 2 U's, to communion of the N. So the N, the lowercase n comes up as the upside down U, which is the Holy Grail. So coming up here is the Holy Communion, which is calm union. Again, the U of the Holy Grail and the N of the Holy Communion with ION, the connection. At 222, the Holy Communion of the lowercase I, which is the chakra system, turned on. Source approved of this Christed masculine, the one of the abundance and four of birth, in a leap to abundance, and seal of Dan. Number 4114. So Dan is literally 4, A is 1, and N is 14. So it comes out 4114, which is the all for one and one for all. The all AWL is the whole maker, 41, and the one for all, which is the whole with a W, the whole. Of birth, be earth. Of Ea's earth, who hears you to the nth degree. If the Holy Grail is the cup, the rail, the tunnel, then the calm union is the gift of water, of crystals like you. The angel, which is the one who gels to connect through. Right? So the crystals are just like you. It's like ultrasound gel to connect through. That's what I was trying to get to. So the water is like, the water helps you connect home, just like ultrasound gel helps you to connect through the body to see the answer. So the baby's hand in the father's finger in the hand of the baby here, as the 24 and the 35 come up, of patience, of the Queen of Wands with the sands of time, source 1, slow down, with patience, PATIENCE, the Father source, JC seal, the crown, Omega, enlightenment, the Pleiades family, the 24, the space between the 35, where the heart is squared. The ET's heart lit up to phone home, contains the book of knowledge, the hall of records, as you surrender to your heart's desire of sire, Sophia's chakra reference, from 2 to 3 and then 4 to 5, where 2 wake 3, 4, 5, or the S of Sophia's freedom and change and expansion, mastering the hidden house. With magic steps down, the Emperor and the Queen of Wands surrenders. So the magic Emperor steps down as the Queen of Wands surrenders to the 12 of the Fool and the Hanging Man hanging out together with an open heart and a leap in their step as the 25 Knight of Wands Phoenix rises to inspire and hold while burning boundaries all at the same time. 15 and 17 is the key to love, is in the shadow of the dreams, the stars, healing in Evolove, right? So that's love forward and backwards, evolve, so saying evolve in Italian, as the evolution is the reflection of then love the other way, love evolve comes up when I put that in, because there is no word LOVEVOL. I put it in, it came up as love vine. But EVOL with an A or an O on the end also did come up, which is the tall mountain, and to enchant, playful, or I fly away, I fly up, or I rush out, I fly or drift. Then the 19 and the 33 of luck and the unicorn. Oops, sorry about that. Of the luck and the unicorn. And this was at 244 to 245, which is the 4 of Cups and 5 of Cups. As the sun in the bridge of consciousness and luck comes in the bridging of light and shadow, freedom and magic are all yours if you just believe. The 10 with fire here, destined to burn the wood of the cross to bear, as it covers the unicorns. It became the crown of the Statue of Liberty, with no crown and sword in hand. Once you crown, you no longer need a crown. Once you go up, you fill your cup, with the heart in left hand, holding the sword of truth, and the 24th pair. One can only speak from their heart-based DNA strands. And strands comes up as ST, R, and then ands of Andromeda. So it also comes up as, so now we're going from Don, now we're going to DNA, because DNA and Dan are all the same numbers, the same letters. So DNA comes up as 4, 14, and 1, which is 4, 1, 4, 1, so 2 Ace of Cups. And then and is 1, 14, D, which is 4, so that's 11, 44. And then Dan is 4, 1, 1, 4. And then I put all those numbers together as well. So love for co-creating angelic realms, i.e. a higher love and justice for all for one and one for all, escort or escord, big love alignment with justice, truth, and balance to ground and integrate her harvest and love again, and then pay it forward at 301. Lucky son of Mr. and Mrs. Ed in the 5D have unicorns on their heads, not crown of thorns or cross horns. 309 is the underlying energy of the Empress and the Hermit there. The world is upright with the 2 of Pentacles reversed, the Strength card reversed, and the 10 of Cups reversed, dropping the ball, allowing themselves to feel weak, to break the patterns with the 10 of Cups reversed, and end the cycle of unhappiness. As the 9 of Cups happiness with oneself, with the signs on this card coming up as Jupiter and the Pisces symbol, bridging the seas to the Lambda Leap, and the 21 of the world of the feminine and the masculine. The Queen of Swords upright with the divine feminine and divine masculine. The Queen of Swords upright without a crown removes the 10 of Swords from the back of the masculine. He now with 4 coins, the divine masculine's heart in the bat cave, but now opening and offering his heart here at 315, which is the Empress and the Devil, or the shadow side. Perhaps Capricorn Sun, as he removes 7 swords then from her undercarriage, or butt and legs, so now she can walk up the steps of 8 cups and take his place, so now he can walk up the steps of, or the 8 of cups, and take his place, causing the Empress reverse to birth her harvest. He could be coming clean about trapping someone while climbing the stairway to heaven, or walking away within, away from lack or mother or Taurus reversed, or putting forward a moderate gift in order to trap an Empress into giving her all. At 322 is the Empress and the Fool, as the 6 of Swords is upright, moving to peace through the dark on a boat, or rowing, a Viking with a mask on perhaps, on a lifeboat through the gate to the 8 of Wands reversed, where the 8 wands are coming at him out of nowhere. A place where chains are broken and birds rebuild bridges. The arrow of love coming in for a landing, May's landing, and Land's End. At the portal of peace, facing blockages in rapid fire, with birds present, ready to immediately rebuild, as the Knight of Swords comes in to meet the boat sent by the King of Wands, or 2023. After birth, finding peace through the storm. That's nothing after giving birth, as the Queen of Swords with blissful divine masculine heart in hand allows him to see her suffering as Hercules holding the fort down while he took his time ascending, sneaking away from the Empress reverse to go within while still looking good. As the Queen of Swords sends a boat and the Queen of Wands upright sends the Knight of Swords in a heated exchange at the meet or the bridge where land meets sea, 2023, one's journey is another's fight, or constant blocks. Perhaps the mother reversed is concerned sending a child over water, with the King of Wands sending a pickup at the destination once they get there. With lots of fire around the King of Wands here, the Emperor, the Queen of Wands, the Wounded Warrior, 9 of Wands, the Fool, the Knight of Wands, and perhaps at Phoenix, or watching the World Series, as Phoenix rises, covering up the shadow love, with luck on the bridge, burning bridges, once they get to the other side, once they are safely in each other's arm. It's like then burning the bridges so then no one can get to you. But it's also this energy of, with luck and burning bridges at the same time. Again, this energy of collapsing the duality into the middle by them both happening simultaneously. So that is it. So let's see here. I will pull something. I just want to pull an energy deck card. So let's see what comes up for you guys. Okay. It's 6:45 on the clock, which is the Lovers and the 5 of Cups. So either the grieving lovers or letting go of that. So there could be some little purges coming up too. I've definitely had a purge recently that I haven't felt in a while. Some kind of, and some just very sad energy coming up. And really wanting to stay asleep in the morning, that kind of energy. It's better today though. Let's see what comes up from the energy deck for you guys. Okay, it comes up to 41, look at that, which is the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. And she's holding a trophy, right? Her crowning moment, but she's not happy. And the bottom of the deck is the 19 of rest and rejuvenation of the sun. Okay, so while he's resting and taking his time, again, that energy, she's the 7th chakra waiting, you know, after having graduated, sitting there waiting while he's still clearing, that kind of energy. So there you go. And I'll post that picture here as well. So you'll be seeing that now. Okay, guys, remember your water, your rest, your joy, and your nature. And rise and be love. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.